All right, today we're cracking the code on a certification that's a huge deal in the IT world, the CompTIA Network Plus. So let's just dive right in, shall we? So let's say you're building your IT career. You know your stuff, you know your way around a network, but how do you actually prove it? How do you walk into a job interview and show them in a way they instantly recognize that you've got the skills to handle their critical systems? That's the real question, right? And that's where the Network Plus certification comes in. Look, this isn't just another piece of paper. It's pretty much the industry standard. It's the credential that tells the world, hey, this person knows what it takes to design, manage, and troubleshoot a network. It's basically your professional stamp of approval. But here's the thing, passing this exam isn't about just memorizing a bunch of terms. Nope. It's specifically designed to test you in two very different and very important ways. You can think of it as a two-part challenge to prove you've really mastered the material. It all boils down to this. On one side, you've got hands-on simulations. These test what you can actually do. On the other side, you have multiple choice questions, which test what you know. You know, it's kind of like being a chef. You need the practical knife skills, the doing, but you also have to know the recipe, the knowing. In networking, just like in a kitchen, you absolutely need both to get the job done right. So let's dig into that first challenge, the hands-on simulations. This is where all that theory gets real fast. We're not talking about hypotheticals here. The exam literally drops you into a virtual environment and says, okay, go do the thing. It's asking you to perform the exact kinds of tasks you'd face on any given Tuesday on the job. It's your moment to show you can really walk the walk. So picture this. You get a scenario where there's a brand new network switch, fresh out of the box. Your mission is to get it configured correctly, and this is key, make sure it's secure before it goes live on the company's network. So, what do? Well, first off, you'd probably need to assign specific ports to the right VLANs to keep all the network traffic organized and separated. Next up, a huge security step. You gotta disable any ports that aren't being used. An open unused port is basically an unlocked door inviting trouble. And finally, you might configure something like LACP, which lets you bundle a few ports together. That way, if one connection fails, the network doesn't go down. It's all about redundancy. And how do you make sure you did it all correctly? You'd run verification commands. A classic one is show IP interface brief. Think of it like getting a quick, clean receipt that shows you a summary of your interfaces and proves that your configuration is up and running exactly as you intended. It's all about being precise and then verifying your work. Okay, so let's switch gears and talk about the second part of the challenge. You've shown you can do the tasks, but now you have to prove you know the principles behind them. Welcome to the knowledge check. These questions are all about testing your understanding of the why. Why did you choose that protocol? Why is disabling unused ports so important for security? They're designed to see how you make decisions when you're faced with a problem and a few possible solutions. Okay, let's look at a classic example. A user's desk phone isn't working. You need to figure out exactly where that phone is plugged into the network, which switch, which port. Which of these tools is going to be your best friend here? Your options are LLDP, ping, DHCP, or traceroute. Now think about it. Ping can tell you if a device is online, and traceroute can show you the network path to it. But neither one is going to tell you that it's plugged into, say, port 17 on the switch in the third floor wiring closet. So what's the right tool for this specific job? And the correct answer here is A, LLDP. And this is a perfect example of why knowing your protocols is so critical. LLDP is a protocol where devices literally broadcast information about themselves to their direct neighbors. So by checking the switch, LLDP will tell you exactly what device is connected to each port. You can think of it as a digital roll call for all your network gear. Super useful. Let's try another one, and this is all about process. Okay, you've confirmed there's a problem. A user can't get to the internet. You've identified it. What is your absolute next step according to the official CompTIA methodology? Now, the key here is not to just start unplugging cables randomly. A real pro doesn't guess, they work with a system. They develop a theory. And there you have it. Your very next move is to establish a theory of probable cause. You have to stop and think, okay, based on these symptoms, what's the most likely culprit here? So, how in the world do you come up with a good theory? Well, one of the best tools for this is the good old OSI model. Seriously, You can use it like a checklist, starting from the bottom and working your way up. Is it a layer 1 problem? Let's check the physical cable. Is the light green? Okay, cable's probably fine. Let's move up to layer 2 and check the switch. Still nothing? On to layer 3 to verify the IP address and routing. See, this systematic approach turns a confusing problem into a clear, methodical investigation. So, we've looked at the two big challenges, the hands-on and the knowledge check. The final piece of the puzzle is putting it all together. This is where you really make that leap from just being a technician to becoming a true networking professional. Because that's really the heart of it all, isn't it? A real pro doesn't just know which commands to type. They understand why they're typing them. They connect the theory to the practice. They know the recipe, and they have the knife skills. So what's the game plan here? What are the big takeaways? First, master the OSI model. Think of it as your troubleshooting map. Second, get your hands dirty with simulators. Practice really does make perfect. Third, make sure you deeply understand those core concepts like DHCP and LLDP. And most importantly, always connect what you know in your head with what you can do with your hands. So, there you have it. That's the blueprint for cracking the Network Plus exam. It's a challenge of both knowledge and action. The only real question left is, are you ready to start building?